Now, British Conservative lawmaker Tom Tugendhat has become the first candidate to announce his bid to succeed Boris Johnson, who stepped down as Prime Minister on Thursday. Tugendhat heads Parliament's Foreign Affairs Committee. In an opinion piece in The Telegraph, he confirmed his intention to stand for the leadership of the Conservative Party. And Tugendhat says he wants to bring together a broad coalition for a clean start. Meanwhile, Michel Barnier, the former top EU negotiator for Brexit, said on social media that the departure of Boris Johnson opens a new page in relations with Britain. He said he hoped it could be more constructive. Boris Johnson resigned as leader of his Conservative Party following numerous scandals and a wave of resignations. Johnson will remain British Prime Minister until his replacement is chosen. Chris Jones has more from London.
It really started a few days ago when Rishi Sunak, the then Chancellor of the Exchequer, resigned from his post, as did Sajid Javid, the Health Secretary at the time. And that really started an avalanche of resignations. Around about 50 MPs and ministers have left their post within the Conservative Party now, and that piled the pressure on Boris Johnson. Waking up this morning in the UK, a lot of people didn't know what would happen. Would he stay? Would he go? But around about lunchtime, we got our answer. He left the doors of number 10 Downing Street and gave a statement. And within that statement, he announced his resignation from the role as Prime Minister. Here's what he said during that statement.
It is clearly now the will of the Parliamentary Conservative Party that there should be a new leader of that party and therefore a new Prime Minister. And of course it's painful not to be able to see through so many ideas and projects myself. But as we've seen at Westminster, the herd instinct is powerful. When the herd moves, it moves. And to that new leader, I say, whoever he or she may be, I say I will give you as much support as I can.
And there's been a whole mix of reactions to his resignation. The Labour Party, of course, are happy that he's leaving the role. Conservatives themselves, some are happy that he's leaving. They said that it was time for him to leave the role as Prime Minister. And it's really been a mixed bag from the public here. Speaking to those around London, here's what they had to say after Boris Johnson announced that resignation.
I love Boris. He's doing a lot for the country. And I wish that, he could be forgiven to finish his tenure.
I'm so glad that it's over. He's over.
No, I think Boris should stay. I think he's a good guy generally, and I think he's doing a good job. I think he should stay on.
I'm sorry, because he's a complete incompetent. He's in it exactly for himself. I'm glad he's gone, but it should have been a year ago.
And although he has resigned, he says he's going to stay on as a caretaker Prime Minister. The Conservative Party have voted to allow that now. That basically means that he will stay as a temporary Prime Minister until the Conservative Party elect a new one, which will happen in autumn. But there are those who say that he should really leave now. In fact, John Major, a former Conservative Prime Minister himself, says that it's within the UK's best interest for him to step down. And of course, the Labour Party are saying that he should step down immediately as well. And they say that they could put in a request for a vote of confidence. But as it stands right now, Prime Minister Boris Johnson will remain a caretaker Prime Minister at least until autumn. Chris Jones, CGTN, London.